Turn it up. It's The Record Machine with your host, Jimmy Hall.
Woo! Get the funk.
What you talking about, man?
Then you gotta give it up.
I tell you, you think about
Get the funk. Then you gotta give it up. Get the funk. Then you gotta give it up. Get the funk. Then you gotta give it up.
That ain't nothing but a party.
what you saying.
We don't need the police. We ain't smoking that naughty. But you can kiss on me. Take it back to the old school. Before pills and meth. We're gonna turn this to a block party. And we about to get lit. You don't know about karaoke, function, James Brown. Then you can't tell me who Roger is or Rick James throwing down. Every time
Yeah, talking about, man. Throw it back like what?
We don't care cause we be here to do this. Just let me be clear. If you wanna dance, somebody show these kids. Big bro, can you give them some phone now? Freddie, give them a little bit.
Let's go. First step that old school pop right there, bro. Get it, yeah.
Sexy people got nothing to lose. We be showing up late by the 1:45. In the VIP, we the who's who's. You ain't a part of this clique, don't cruise through. Let's go out to Roscoe's chicken spot. You can ask somebody about the funk we got. It's like Bruno Mars meets Billy Ray Rock. I can take you back when Slay was hot, when Parliament first album dropped, when Knee Deep built the dance floor out, Earth, Band and Fire, make the people stand up. If you feel it's funk, throw your hands out.
We don't care cause we be here to do this. Just let me be clear. If you wanna dance, somebody show these kids. Big bro, can you give them some phone now? Freddie, give them a little bit. If you wanna dance, somebody show these kids. Big bro, can you give them some phone now? Freddie, give them a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Billy Ray Rock to the program.
How you doing, Billy?
Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, brother. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'm in the studio, man. I'm putting the polishing finishes on this album, and right now we're working on a kind of a big intro number because I'm going to, with all this coronavirus thing going on, I'm going to be doing a lot of live streaming concerts. So I'm trying to put together some intro music and just things to try to keep people's attention while they're sitting on their couch watching.
Right. I read Michael sent me your press kit with all your songs in there, which are phenomenal, and your bio, and it says that you play over 10 instruments. So how old were you when you learned how to play your first one? And
first instrument was the clarinet.
Okay.
And I learned that, I think it was 6th grade. I first learned how to play that. And then I went from that to alto sax, and then to just the sax in general. And but those were mostly like kind of high school marching band, learning how to play kind of thing. And then I went into the drums during that whole little cycle. But then the instrument I was the most serious about and still play to this day is bass guitar.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So a lot of those other things I've learned to play along the way. You know, I play a little cello, a little violin, kind of here and there along the way. You know. Yeah. But
who inspired you to want to do what you're doing when you were growing up? I would assume you were like into Earth, Wind and Fire and guys like Lenny Kravitz and stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, when I was coming up, I was kind of raised in the country back in the day, and we only had one radio station that mattered, like a religious station and a top 40 station, and the rest are like hardcore country and that kind of stuff. So when you wanted to hear music on the radio, you had to sit through, you know, Elton John and the Moody Blues, and just to get to the Ohio players and Earth, Wind and Fire. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I guess I was more influenced by a lot of those types of bands. America, you know, Hall & Oates, all those guys, man, were big influencers on me. But in terms of being inspired to think I can do music, that came, you know, down the road a little bit from Prince and Rick James. And, you know, I used to I love how Mick Jagger owned Age. Those types made me want to get out there to actually do it, you know, and try to thrill an audience, that kind of thing.
Did you like Cameo too, or no?
Love me some Cameo. Big Cameo fan. In fact, I got a greatest hits on my phone.
Nice.
Big Cameo fan. You know, one of the things this guy said to me not that long ago that I thought was really true, never thought about until he said it. He said, you know, the thing I love about funk music, he says, is that it's fun. And I thought, you know what? Hey, I suppose that's true. I never looked at it that way. But yeah, it's fun, and Cameo was the essence of that for a long time. I think Cameo is probably one of the more underrated, like, funk R&B bands of our time. I mean, you never hear about anything or their accomplishments or things, and all the people know nowadays is word out. That's about it.
Right. Are you a old school fan like George Clinton? Did you like him?
Oh, I see Parliament, George Clinton, Funkadelic, that whole thing, Glory, How the Stupid, all that shit. Yeah, you know, I talk to people about music, man. I'm a regular walking encyclopedia for that kind of stuff. And yeah, I love Clinton, Ohio players. There's a group called One Way, the SOS band that was out back in the day.
Right.
Obviously, Kool and the Gang, Commodores. I mean, all those bands I grew up listening to and loving. You know, just a big deal. You know, Earth, Wind and Fire stands out to me more than any of them. A lot of people don't know this, but Earth, Wind and Fire was basically a bunch of jazz musicians that did R&B. You know, and so their precision in their music was just unmatched. You know, I mean, those guys are really, really good at what they did. So they had a real big influence on the production value of the things that I do, and feeling like it's just got to be right and all that. Yeah, they were all played that part for sure.
Your first band was called Level 21. Was that the first real band that you were in?
No, Level 21 was a rock band that I came up with the name for and was the lead vocalist.
Okay.
And what happened was my first band that I was in was way back in high school.
Okay.
And then I went into another band. Then I figured out that bands are hard to keep together because everybody's got their own drum. And so I got out of the band grind for a lot of years. But I decided to get back into it because I knew I wanted to sing rock music. I knew I had the voice for it, and I went back and tried to sing rock music, but I figured the best way to go would be through getting into a rock band. So I did, and what I found out was not much has changed. It's still the same bull that you got to go through when you're dealing with four other guys. You know, he can't show to practice because, you know, him and the wife aren't getting along. He doesn't have gas money to make it over. It's just a lot of the same damn drama now.
Right.
So I basically got out of that situation, and I'm just going to do it on my own, and, you know, and so that's kind of where I'm at now. Yeah. You're
working on a solo album right now, right? And you have one of your big singles is Get the Funk. I mean, that one's close to gold already, right?
That's what they're telling me, man. They're doing really well. So I'm just, my fingers are crossed, and everybody that hears it goes bananas over it. You know, I had an engineer tell me years ago, you know what, man? You can make 1,000 songs, but you know what? It only takes one. And once you get the one, people will kind of start listening to the other 10 or 15 or however many you're doing. So everybody seems to think Get the Funk is that one. See how it goes, you know?
Where'd you get the inspiration to write that song? What's that song about?
It's got an interesting history, that song. I got into music because of my brother Fred, and I remember being a kid, back room, practicing my damn saxophone for hours, and I couldn't take a nap. I was just a kid at the time. Couldn't take a nap, couldn't think, because he practiced and drove me nuts. And I thought, man, I'm so sick of hearing this damn horn. A few years later, I was in junior high school. The band that he played in came and played during the lunch, and when they got through playing one song, every girl that I've ever even thought of saying hi ran to the stage screaming like a maniac. And I thought to myself, man, I got to get a piece of this music stuff, man. I'm telling you, there's something going on there. And so what happened was years went by. I did a lot of songs, did some touring. I was never able to connect with him on a collaboration. Till here recently, I thought, man, I need to do a song with my brother. Or something happens and he passes away or something weird happens. So I said, I need a project I can do. And so I put together Get the Funk. It was really inspired by me wanting to do a collaboration. And I thought, well, if I want to put him into it, because he's big into his faith, I was like, well, I can't say nothing about smoking weed, and there's a lot of things I can't do in this song. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm basically going to bring up a lot of the old bands by name in it. I'm going to make it as funky and as old school as I can flavor. And even more than that, I'm going to stick a horn solo right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And either it's going to completely work or it's going to completely flop. As you know, people come out with dance songs now, and there's just music playing. There's always somebody rapping.
Right, exactly.
And so I thought, no, I'm not going to have anybody rapping. I'm just going to have the horn section going. And I did it, and I stuck in the middle of the song. I don't want to do it at the end. You know how people are. You get to the end of the song, if it's just music, they'll just turn it off,
Right.
So I stuck the horn part right in the middle, and just kind of put it together from there. But that's why you hear me mention so many different old school bands in there. I want the people who know about those bands can appreciate this song even more.
Oh, absolutely. When I heard it, me and my wife were listening to the press kit that Michael Stover had sent over from MTS Management. And we went down the line. We went, Dance With Me, Don't Be Afraid, Get the Funk. I love Sunglasses at Night. That's a good one, too. And Time Keep On. I mean, they're all really good. But you have more than the 5 that he sent me, right?
Well, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I've got a song that I did called Darling Nick, which shares the title of Prince Darling Nick, of course. Completely different song, but my thing is, some of these titles of songs are really named in part from older songs, like Dance With Me, for example. There's a song that Rick James came out with called Dance With Me. On his Throwing Down album, which is the album. So I kind of took that title and stuck that in there. I put the Darling Nick in here from the Prince Darling Nick, of course, from the Purple Rain soundtrack. So there's a lot of songs that I do that the names are kind of coded to kind of contribute to those songs that came out and that inspired my kind of quiet way of giving back.
Anytime soon, we're going to see a full-length album?
It should be pretty quickly here. What we're trying to do is trying to sort out which ones we're going to throw in here and which ones we're going to take off. It's kind of difficult. The album is called Bad News.
Okay.
And Bad News, the song Bad, I'm real proud of and everything like that. But we're trying to, we don't want to take our eye off the ball. People are such, have such one-track minds nowadays. You come out with a funk song, they say, okay, what other funk songs does he have? So come out with a rock song after the funk song, and they get confused.
Right.
And so we're trying to do this thing where we can get all that we can out of Get the Funk so that people are believing me as an artist. And that way, when we come back to another song where the genre changes up a little bit, they're not so damn confused that they can just appreciate that I can do both.
Right. Yeah, I was checking out your YouTube page as well. You got some pretty cool videos on there. I really enjoyed Dem Girls. That must have been pretty fun to make that video, huh?
That was fun to make that one, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Will there be a full-length version of that song, though?
We will at some point. In fact, but that's one of the songs we're having debate about whether to include that on the album or not. But I love the hell out of that song. I think it makes you want to move, man.
Oh yeah, and the visual draws you in as well. You don't want to change the channel. You know what I mean? I mean, when I saw it, I was like, wow, this guy knows how to put a video together.
Yeah, that was something else doing that.
The other one I enjoyed was bringing basketball back. Have you ever thought about pitching that to the NBA or the NCAA?
My management is working on that right now, but everything is so tentative. Certainly with the NBA coming, they're supposed to come back, but the whole coronavirus and everybody's kind of iffy, and they don't know if they're going to get through the season. And I think that's just kind of got them kind of holding off for the go full forward. But yeah, they're going to. We're definitely going to submit that. And that song is a parody of the other song, Bringing Rock.
Right.
And funny thing is that I get people think that I did Bringing Rock back after I did Bringing Basketball back, when it's actually the other way around.
Okay. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I was like, wow, this would be a good intro to the game of the week or something.
Absolutely, yeah. We're definitely trying to get that hooked up, but we just everything's so tentative. ESPN and those guys are just kind of hedging, and they're scared to jump completely in to a promotional campaign, because if for some reason people spend tens of millions of dollars promoting it, and then all all of a sudden they have an outbreak with some of the players, have to cancel the season. So there's a lot of that going around. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you liked that one. That was it was something I didn't think I'd be able to pull off, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get everybody's name in there. I'm trying to make sure that the verbiage came together and the whole thing. So I was really happy with how it ultimately came out.
Do you have a website that you want to promote that anybody can go check out your news?
Yeah, BillyRayRock.com. They can go there, and there's all kinds of stuff on there. Things that we're planning on doing, or we're updating it right now in real time. So and then we got you can obviously go to some of these other things like YouTube and Instagram. You'll see a bunch of stuff. I'm on TikTok as well. Got a bunch of stuff over there. So it's just Billy Ray Rock 1 is all my social media. It's the same handle, but it's Billy Ray Rock and the number 1 on Instagram and of course everywhere around, Facebook and whatnot. Twitter and everything else.
Cool, man. Any final thoughts before we go?
None, man. I just want everybody who's listening, man, tune in, find me, like me, follow me and all that kind of fun stuff, man. And I do want to cover one thing up before we get off. I get a lot of people sending me direct messages on where the Billy Ray came from and where the rock came from, not so much the Billy Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to know if I'm Chris Rock's brother or something. And the answer to that is I'm not related to Chris Rock. Nice guy, I'm sure. But my birth name is Billy Ray. I was just going to go with just Billy Ray, but the problem is I didn't want people to have to fight through Billy Ray Cyrus to find me online.
Right.
So I just wanted a name, the last name that I wouldn't have to L, and Rock seemed like an easy fit. Because I've had anybody ask me how to spell Rock when I tell them my name is Billy Ray Rock.
That's pretty funny, man.
That's all. That's the only thing I really want to get out there, man. I'm trying to educate folk and knowing that that's kind of my deal.
Well, buddy, I think you have a lot of great songs and some pretty cool videos as well, and we look forward to hearing that album when it comes out, man.
Thank you, man. It'll be out soon, and thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
What's up?
Billy Ray, what you doing?
Let's do this. Now watch real closely. When I dip, you dip.
Do you wanna dance? Dance with me. Do you wanna dance? Come with me. Do you wanna dance?
This space and time, you can't let it between us. I got drinks that'll feed us. A 420 for the quick buzz. Don't think about what it was. I could have been for you, pass it up. It's getting late, I'm your best option. Back kick, but I'm
Do you
locked
wanna
in.
dance? Dance with me. Do you wanna dance? Come with me. Do you wanna dance?
2 drinks, my place, outside. Don't hate, let's go. I dip, I grind, you stayed. Country boy, like me, don't care what race you think. I'm sick, this perv, I make you wanna sex
I'm
stage.
trying to make a deal, but you on blocking me, stopping me when I'm trying to get you out of here.
Get you to my spot, palm bottles, make it hot butter. First to the dance floor, show you
Do
how
you
I
wanna
live.
dance? Dance with me. Do you wanna dance? Come with me. Do you wanna dance? Dance with me. Do you wanna dance? Come with me. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Dance with me. Do you wanna dance? Come with me. Do you wanna dance? Dance with me. Do you wanna dance? Come with me. Do you wanna dance?